What's going on, guys? Kevin here from SportsBox Breaks coming at you live Thursday night, July 20th, 2017. I am breaking 2017 Topps Allen and Ginter Baseball. Choose team case break number 1. Who has who in this break? The Arizona Diamondbacks going to Mark L. The Atlanta Braves going to Scott S. The Baltimore Orioles going to Holly D. Boston Red Sox, Rich T. The Chicago Cubs, Joshua A. Chicago White Sox, Jim W. Cincinnati Reds, Ben H. The Cleveland Indians, Peter E. Colorado Rockies, Mark L. Detroit Tigers, Nick K. Houston Astros, Cody A. The Kansas City Royals, Wendy T. The LA Angels, Jeremy T. LA Dodgers, Chris G. The Miami Marlins, Chad W. The Milwaukee Brewers going to Eric H. The Minnesota Twins going to Scott P. The New York Mets going to Raymond V. The New York Yankees going to Catherine M. The Oakland A's going to Jim Y. Philadelphia Phillies going to Mark H. Pittsburgh Pirates, David R. San Diego Padres, Jeff D. The San Francisco Giants, Foster R. The Seattle Mariners going to Mark H. St. Louis Cardinals going to Jeff D. The Tampa Bay Rays, Jeff D. The Texas Rangers, Jeff D. Thanks for those pickups, Jeff. So again, that was the Cardinals, the Rays, and the Rangers going to Jeff D. The Toronto Blue Jays going to Darren S. The Washington Nationals going to John T. And in this product in Allen and Ginter, there is a pretty significant amount of content that is non-baseball related. So we always sell a 31st spot in this product and designate it as the non-baseball spot. And Jeremy T is the owner of all the non-baseball content that gets pulled in this break. So Jeremy T for the non-baseball. Guys, I just want to point out also, this is break number 1 of Allen and Ginter. If you're watching this later on YouTube or what have you, we have one more full case of this product that is in the current filling stage. So if you're watching on YouTube, just click on that link down below in the description and jump into the next one. We're going to be looking to break it within the next few days. So let's keep the spot pickups happening in that one. Break number 2. We only got 2 cases of this product because it's not an easy one to break. To do it as a group break is kind of difficult, so we don't do many of them when we get these. There it is. Old school, right? Looks like saltwater taffy boxes coming up. Here we go. Allen and Ginter. I don't even know what the crazy stuff is in this product this year, guys. What's the crazy stuff that we're looking for? Like, what's the absolute nut job stuff that's in this, in the non-baseball and so on? So there it is, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3, 12 boxes. There's an empty case box. I'm going to try to do this so I give myself a little more room to work with on the break table. So let me show you. We have 2 rows of 6 going on here. I'm going to take this box off the top. Boom. So old school. I could just picture him singing "Hello, My Baby." Here we go. Box number 1. Let me see. What is the breakdown in this one? In this product, I just want to quickly look and see what the breakdown is. Every box contains 3 hits. Highlighting autographs, relic originals, book cards, cut signatures, rare parallels, stealth inserts, rip cards, and much more. Guys, I also want to point out, if we come across any rip cards, we are not ripping the card to see what's inside of it. Whatever team is on the outside of that card is the team that the card goes to, rip card wise. So we've had issues in the past where guys have given us flack thinking that somehow we should rip those rip cards and see what the internal team is if it's different from the outside team. No, we do not do that here. So I'll do all the box toppers at the end. If other breakers do that, well, more power to them. We do not rip the rip cards. That is up to the owner of the team to rip that rip card or not rip that rip card. Not up to us. Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Excuse me. I'm going to do the same like I did in Optic and like I always do. Build up a stack of cards. Build up a stack, and then we'll go through them accordingly. 1/3. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat here. How did that even become a saying, right? I got a frog in my throat. Our stacks are getting toppled over. You know what? It's funny, Froggy. I noticed that I just noticed your name in the chat roster as I was saying that too. That's too funny. All right, here we go. Third stack. I like to crack open all the cards from this stuff and then go through them. So Froggy and anybody else that's hanging out with me for the first time, welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome, welcome. And this right now is Allen and Ginter Baseball break number 1. We do have another case of this product filling up on the site, break number 2. I think it's at like 16 or 17 remaining teams as of right now. I do not have it here at this location. Jason has it at his location, so he'll be cracking it open. A few different screen names, Froggy. Well, make sure to hit that follow button with this one, bud. Same goes to anybody that's watching us for the first time, either on a new screen name or what have you. Do hit that follow button. We always need the followers, guys. Always need them. All right, there we go, guys. 3 stacks of High Society, to quote one of my favorite movies. All right, let's start on this one right here. Oh, they're pretty. Check it out. The minis are just falling out already, and they're going to be falling out. I apologize in advance. Those minis just are sandwiched in there. And when you're holding the cards like such, they just slide right out between. All right. So, again, this is the first time I'm looking at it. So, first time I'm looking at it. There's the minis falling out. We got sport fish and fishing lures. Okay. So again, this falls into the non-baseball category, clearly. Fishing lures. Interesting. So again, guys, our hit classification is anything numbered 50 or better, anything that's a relic that has, you know, memorabilia piece on it, what have you, and also, obviously, anything that's an auto. So, yeah, you're going to get all cards pulled for your team, however, but just giving you an idea of what our hits are. So I'm looking for the hits here to really showcase those. Interesting card here. We got Maeda, What a Day. And again, I'm just going to, those minis are all falling here. Trees in India. Okay, Trees in India. And what do we got here? Rediscover Tops. Tom Candidotti. Candiotti? Is that how I'm saying it? Tom Candiotti. For the Indians. I'm trying to, I'm going to have to maintain like multiple stacks of cards here. The non-hits, the non-baseball stuff. The Battle of Quebec. Brooklyn, New York. What? 1775. All right. Interesting. And here's the minis that were all falling in there. Gymnastics. So that mini falls into the non-baseball. Polanco and Turner. Again, guys, I apologize. It's going to be a little slow going here to start off. I'm seeing this stuff for the first time, so yeah, just bear with me for a little bit. Got a Dustin Pedroia, Boston Red Sox. A rookie shall lead them. Pretty cool card there. We got a Sanchez here for the Yankees mini. The World's Fair facsimile machine. All right. Facsimile machine from the World's Fair. Here's that Hernandez chick again. Gymnast. What a Day. Roger Clemens. Again, falling into the non-baseball category here. Magicians and Illusionists. All right. We're going to see lots of weird stuff in this one, but that's the fun, right? That's the fun of Allen and Ginter. I'm trying to keep them in multiple stacks so that I can easily get through them later. What do we got? Russian Peddler Dude. What? World's Dudes. All right, World's Dudes. So strange. And what do we got here? Rediscover Topps with a Ted Power. Ted Power for the Reds. Ken Rosenthal, sports writer. So again, not designated to an MLB team, even though it is sports related. That's not necessarily going to fall under a team, so that goes into the non-baseball sport, fish and fishing lures. Wow, so strange. Michael Conforto there. And I believe we did look through these, right? And again, guys, bear with me while I just kind of get the feel for this card set, and we'll get through them a little faster. Okay, here we go. Next stack. 3 stacks per box with the way that I kind of broke these out. And you do get all cards pulled for your team, so if you're watching here, do realize that you're going to get every single one of these cards. It's a huge process. What's up? Who's that? Brooke Hogan. Hulk Hogan's daughter, right? The World's Fair again. What a day, Babe Ruth. All right, this is not an easy product to break, which is why we only do 2 of them. Moon Traveler, Dinosaur Bones. Yeah, the first year we started doing breaks, which was 3 years ago, 2014. Peter Rosenberg Radio DJ. That was the year they had those Dinosaur Bones. And here we go, guys. It's going to be our first hit coming up in a second here. Fishing lures, though, in front of it. And it is for the Boston Red Sox. Boston Red Sox with a relic piece here. Topps Allen and Ginter relic card that features memorabilia from Chris Sale. Boston Red Sox. But that year was the year that the dinosaur cards, the dinosaur relic cards, were in the product. I don't know if they've been in it since. I don't think they have. I think it was just that first year. They called them something crazy, too. I can't remember what they actually called them. But the non-baseball stuff, when it does get a hit, man, it's a pretty big hit. Jay Glazer, he was in, what was he in? He was just in that show with The Rock. Ballers. Houston Astros rediscover Topps action here. Moon Rocks. Moon Rocks would be cool. The Diesel Engine. The Diesel Engine. All right, what do we... Barber Dude. Mini of Barber Dude. All right, guys, this is going to take us literally possibly 1 month if I keep going at this pace, so I got to pick it up a little bit. There he is. Bill Shatner. William Shatner coming at us. All right. When those minis fall, I will get to them after, yeah. Now I'm mixing up my sports stack with my non-sports stack. We can't do that. All right, non-sports here. Okay. And this was the mini that fell out at me here. All right, guys, it's time to ramp it up a little bit. Now we kind of know what we're looking for. So here we go. We got something in there. We got something in there. Nick Jonas. Nick Jonas. The Jonas Brothers, right? Is that what they are? The World's Fair, the Great Wharf. Canseco. And I do apologize if I missed something with numbering on it, guys. I'm trying to be aware of stuff with numbering on it. What is this? Required reading, The Count of Monte Cristo. And it's an actual like excerpt from the book. That's so weird. So strange. Pretty cool at the same time. What do we got here? Scott Sanderson, Rediscover Topps, old school. Old school. They feel like they're onion skin. They're so thin. U.S. National Park Service. Okay. The U.S. National Park Service. And Alexa Dot. More fish. And here we go, guys. It's a hit right there coming up. What do we got? We got the Scholar Dude in front of it, and it is Kansas City getting the first auto in mini form. The world champs, Kansas City Royals, Hunter Dozier, certified Allen and Ginter auto. So our first auto coming up in the form of a mini for Kansas City. Very nice. Kansas City Royals getting some love there. What a day. Man, oh man, these cards don't want to like stack on each other. All right. Okay. Battle of Cowpens. What? What is this guy? Crazy George. All right, he's crazy. Don't mess with him. The World's Fair, the Sunsphere. And it's another hit. It's another hit for the Cubbies. Jason Hayward for the Cubs, relic card. So the Cubs getting in the action. Getting a little relic card there, Jason Hayward. Rizzo finishing us off there, and a couple minis that were falling as we were going through, and they're just going to fall. Wainwright and a little Ted Williams action there. All right, guys, one box down. Holy cow, this stuff is not easy to get through. Bear with me 1 sec. Okay, one box in. This might take us 2.5 hours. I don't know. Here comes the second box. Like I said, guys, I'm going to keep all the toppers in one cluster here, and we're going to go through them all in one shot. So I think it'll just be easier for the flow of the break to do that. So there's the second one. So we'll have 12 of them when it's all said and done. There's an empty. Let's do this in 2 stacks, shall we? Make our space on the break table a little bit better. Pantheon football is at 19. 19 in Pantheon football. Guys, Optic baseball break number 1 coming up next. This is going to take us quite a while to get through this one. I'll need a few minutes after this one to kind of get my bearings again, and we'll be doing Optic number 1 after this. But I will definitely do more. If you guys are willing to fill some more stuff, I'll break it. Big lineup tonight. Big lineup. Pantheon, Finest Baseball, Black Gold Football, Lux Football, so on and so forth. Even the new Grand Reserve Basketball. Okay, there's 1/2. That's the way I'm going to do it now going forward. I'm going to break it up into 2 stacks instead of 3. Makes it a little easier to get through. Just gives me a little more room to work with on the table here. Allen and Ginter. Steve, did you ever see any of those dinosaur cards? I'm sure if I do a search on eBay or ComC or one of the reselling sites, I'm sure I can find what they look like. I've never even seen what they look like. We pulled some interesting stuff in this product over the years, though. None of those, however. All right, there's half, which is the second half. Okay, here we go. Starting us off. Is that who I think it is? That is. All right, old school internet people. Do you know who that is? Wow. Jason should really get one of these cards, I'll tell you. Jason should get one of these cards. And this guy, if you know who it is, you've been around the internet for a long time. This is the guy who was your first friend on MySpace. MySpace Tom. Whenever, way back in the day, pre-Facebook, if you had a MySpace account, your first friend would auto be added, and it was this guy right here, Tom Anderson. So ridiculous. And the reason I say Jason should get one of those cards is because he met his wife on MySpace. Don't tell him I told you that. Do not tell Jason I told you that. Or you could, I guess. It's kind of funny, but... Jim Ganter. Old school, rediscovered tops, Milwaukee Brewers. MySpace Tom. That's so ridiculous that he's in this. The Unisphere, World's Fair. Mini of Murphy. Bear with me a sec, guys. I'm trying to figure out the optimal way to have stacks of cards all over my break table here for the different stuff that I'm working with. Got another non-baseball here. Valerie Jenkins. Disc Golf. MySpace Tom. What do we got here? World's Dudes. Newsboy Dude. Newsboy Dude. Chris Davis. Okay. Keeping it going, guys. Keeping it going. Harriet Tubman. More fish. Those minis are just going to keep flopping out of there. I apologize. It's just impossible for them not to. World's Fair diesel engine again. Mini that fell out of there was Drew Pomeranz. I think we looked through these already, correct? Nothing like showing more cards out of a 2,400 card case. Let's show them a second time, Kevin. Okay. All right, here we go. Ichiro. What do we got here? Check this out. A little rediscovered tops. Bruce Sutter for the Braves. That's going to come sliding out of there. Lucas Giolito. Goldschmidt. Looking for those hits, guys. Looking for those hits. And again, I apologize if I pass something off that, would have numbering on it. I'm trying to be aware of stuff that has numbering or colored framing around it to indicate it would have numbering. But there's just a lot going on here. So if I pass it off and don't show it, do understand you're going to get it anyway. Adam Jones. Miguel Cotto. Boxer, huh? So that falls into the non-baseball stuff, clearly. And here comes our hit. Here comes our hit. It is a Victor Martinez. Victor Martinez for the Detroit Tigers relic card. So Victor Martinez relic coming at us. And a Mike Trout right there. And the two cards that fell, that were basically sliding out here, is a mini Magicians and Illusionists Horace Golden. Okay. And a little Chipper Jones action there, too. All right, here we go. Second stack. Guys, this stuff is not easy to get through. We got a camo coming up here. Camo relic, a little camo piece coming up in a second. What a day. Oh, the giant panda. He makes an appearance in all the product. Battle of the Chesapeake. What was that, like Little Lions was like a card set that was in maybe like 2014 Allen and Ginter. Little Lions, Michael Capral. What is this, Joggler? What in earth? Okay. I don't question what half of these non-baseball ones are. The Solar Generator from the World's Fair. And here comes that hit, guys. Here comes that hit. If I don't have that midi flying out at me. Our hit is Will Myers. Topps Allen and Ginter relic card. San Diego Padres. That's a little camo piece there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So Will Myers is the hit. Got a little non-baseball Andy Katz there. What a day. Another dude. Tim Raines. Old school Expos action there. What do we got here? What do we got? A little Rediscover Topps. More fish. Ballet dancing. Nick Jonas again. Actually, watch a show. There's an original show on the, I guess it's like DirecTV puts out their own original content now to kind of compete with the Amazon original stuff and the Netflix original stuff. And they put out a show called Kingdom, if you guys have ever heard of it. That is correct there, James Jr. You get all cards. Every single card pulled for your team comes your way. So this one would fall in the non-baseball category. College football coach. So with that in mind, guys, bear with us for a little bit when it comes to getting this stuff out the door to you guys. It's going to take us a fair bit of time to sort through all this stuff. As you can see, there's a whole lot going on here. So please don't email us in 2 or 3 days and ask us where your package is, because you know, it takes a while. There's 2,400 cards or so in this product, and it's just a hodgepodge of all kinds of stuff going on here. All right. These minis are just flying out at me, guys. I'll just look at them all in one shot. And again, for the benefit of those just popping in late, anything that's non-baseball related, like this right here, the fishing lures and all this crazy stuff, that is sold as its own 31st spot. So just so there's no confusion, all the non-baseball stuff goes to one owner. He did specifically buy all the non-baseball stuff, so that person will get all the non-baseball. What do we got here? Vishti Cunningham, track and field athlete. Okay. Dustin Pedroia. Joe Mangiello. I think that dude was in True Blood. If you ever saw that show, right? Wasn't he in that? I think he was in that. What do we got here? Too short to reach the tables of his uncle's billiards hall. 5-year-old wrist and a son. Professional pool player. Okay, all right. Facsimile machine. All right, our next hit is coming up, guys. It's another mini. It's another mini auto. What did we pull in the last mini auto? What did we pull in the last mini auto? I was just looking to see. I'm like, man, this better not be a dupe. It is not. It's a Chris Sale mini auto for the Boston Red Sox. So there is our second mini auto. It is the Boston Red Sox. Steve, I think it was like, I don't know, 125, something like that. Some of those hits are just super high value, so you have to price it accordingly. Professional golfer Wesley Bryan. Yeah, some of those hits, if you can actually score them, are like, crazy. All right, guys, 1 sec. I'm organizing up base. We're 2 out of 12 in. This stuff is taking a while, which I expected no less. Just bear with me, though, because it's going to be a long one. We have another 1,000 card case coming up after this one, which is sold out, which is Optic number 1. But hey, it's all fun, right? It's all fun. All right, empty right there. Let's make 2 equal stacks, or at least kind of close to equal. Guys, if you didn't get a chance to jump into this Allen and Ginter, we do have one more case of it filling up with Jason in Pennsylvania. He'll be breaking it. I'll be live Sunday after tonight, and then Jason will be live on Monday. So he'll be looking to break it come on Monday. So if you want to jump in the next one, which is break number 2, Allen and Ginter, you can. That's on the site. Steve, it's possible that I won't be. It is possible that I won't be. What time is it? East Coast time. It's 10:16 p.m. I was going to start early, specifically because we do get a lot of East Coast guys, but I needed to just do a bunch of stuff today, so I really couldn't start any earlier than I could. But, hey, if you don't catch the whole thing, you can always catch it on YouTube tomorrow, right? Okay, there is 1/2. But as always, guys, we appreciate you coming out and hanging out with me during the live session. That is how we get this stuff filled up. That is how it fills. Just in case you were wondering, guys, ages 6 and up. Just in case you were wondering. Oh, Steve, I'll need it, man. I'll need it. It's the elbows that actually start really hurting because you're kind of like resting your elbows on the table as you're doing this so you can show it on the camera view. It would be one thing if you were just opening it for your own benefit, but you're showing it on camera in front of you and kind of like presenting it. So your elbows start just, like at least mine anyway, start just hurting like crazy. Okay, there it is. Second half. All right, I'm going to start on the left because I see a big thick card. Well, let's start right here. Start right here. What a day. Got a mini of Fulmer right there. And again, guys, I'm just going to try to pick the pace up here. We got an X-ray machine there. I'm not even going to say the names of this stuff. Giant Panda. I can't help myself. See that? Can't even help myself. All right, we got a big, thick something in there in just a couple of cards. So let's see what we got. We got a dude first, or Magicians and Illusionist, John Henry Anderson. Okay. We got a Shawan Dunston. Old school Cubbies here. Rediscovered Tops. And what do we got? We got something coming up here in a second. Fishing lures in front of it. And here it is, guys. It's an Addison Russell. Check this out. And as I said in the very beginning, this is a 7 out of 10 double rip card. Double rip card, 7 of 10, Addison Russell for the Cubs. and Javier Baez on the back side of it for the Cubs. So double rip card for the Cubs. We do not take it upon ourselves to rip these cards. That is completely up to the discretion of the owner of the Cubs when you get this card if you want to rip it. We do not rip. So that is up to your discretion. This is a Cubs card. That is a 7 out of 10 double rip card. Very nice. Very nice. And some of the cards that were kind of flopping around it. Got a Judge, a mini of Judge right there. So double rip card for the Cubbies. Surrender of General. Just thought, is tomorrow the solar eclipse? I don't know, actually, Steve. Is it the solar eclipse tomorrow? Do not know. Price line negotiator right there. The Atomium. Interesting. And our next hit is coming up right here. It is a relic card. It is Justin Upton for the Detroit Tigers. Genuine relic card featuring memorabilia from Justin Upton. What do you guys do with those rip cards? Do you actually rip them? I doubt many people actually rip them. I don't know if they maintain more value, but then again, you don't know what's inside of it, right? You could actually pull something massive on the inside of it. So therefore lies the conundrum. I personally wouldn't rip them, but hey, to each their own. Crazy George! Aaron Judge. We got some more fish and fishing lures. Ken Rosenthal. I need like 6 hands so that I can just be like offloading these to the other. I have like 4 different stacks going on the break table here. The non-baseball stuff, all the minis, the hits, and the non-hits. So I've got 4 stacks of cards that I'm offloading this stuff to as I go. Little Nolan Ryan here, rediscovered tops. The Battle of Trenton. What is this craziness? The Breakdance, Bust a Move. What? Step 1, step forward with right foot, left stationary. Holy cow. I can't even get into that. All right, here we go. Second, this is what? Box number 3. Holy Moses. There's the next hit. The next hit is right at that break in the stack that I just did. So let's see what we have here. The Monorail. Lori Hernandez. Solar eclipse, August 21st. All right. Okay, guys, here it is. Next hit is coming up right now. And that hit is little Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees, relic card. Little Gary Sanchez, pinstripe action for the Yanks. Let's keep it going here, guys. Keeping it going. Tennis dude. Oh, the trees in India? I was really curious about the trees in India. I'm glad we pulled a card for it. What do we got here? Cliff Floyd. Cliff Floyd for the Marlins. The Great Wharf. Not to be confused with the character from Star Trek that was named Worf. Wuthering Heights. Alex Bregman. Brooke Hogan again. And again, guys, I'm doing the best I can with this stuff. It is a hodgepodge of craziness going on, so trying to show stuff, but also at the same time trying to keep somewhat of a pace going on here so we're not at it for 4 hours on one case, which is very possible to happen. I'm trying to prevent that as best I can. But you do get all cards. What do we got here? Traffic cop dude. Oh, okay. If you insist on giving us some traffic cop dude, why not? What do we got here? Tom Edens. Rediscovered Tops, the U.S. National Park Service. Alexa Dot. More fish. What do we got here? Chris Davis. Hanley Ramirez. What's this? That's interesting. Look at the back of the card. If you can actually see the glare, is the constellation. That's so weird. Aquarius Constellations. Okay. And one mini slid out there as we were doing it, which is a Jason Hayward for the Cubbies. All right, guys, that is that box. Give me just a second. Organize up this base. We're coming at us with box number 4. Not an easy product to break. Not an easy one to break. Which, again, is why we only do 2 of these per year, usually, because it is a lot of labor. And I'll tell you what, it's not really a labor of love. It's a labor of hatred. Stuff takes a long time to sort and pack it and ship it. So I'm going to do all those toppers again in one shot. In case you're joining me late and wondering why I'm not cracking open those toppers, it's because I'm going to do them all in one shot at the end. Okay. Allen and Ginter. Constellation cards glow in the dark. Oh, that's pretty cool. That makes sense. That makes sense because that looks exactly like... Oh, I'm dropping shit. I was going over here to grab that Constellation card, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense because I bet you if you expose that to light and then turn off the lights, that's exactly what would happen, right? Constellation cards. I actually do enjoy ripping through this stuff. It's fun to crack open in real time, but it takes a long time, and it takes a long time to sort, which is the, the obvious not fun part of it. But hey, it's once a year. We could deal. We pretty much never get this stuff as a secondary run. Yep, Jeremy was is the owner of all the non-baseball. He picked it up early on too. I think it was the first spot sold. We put this stuff up for sale within a half an hour. Jeremy came in and snagged up the non-baseball spots. It's a high-value spot if you actually are able to get something hit-wise out of it. It's a high-value spot. We get a lot of guys coming at us on eBay thinking that we're like keeping that stuff. Oh, what are you doing with all the non-baseball? You know there's non-baseball content in this. Like, yeah, we know. We're fully aware. We know. By the time we get it out on eBay, though, that spot's usually long since sold, so most of those guys that come in on eBay. And guys, if you're hanging out with me right now and you typically buy our stuff on eBay, we appreciate your business, but you're going to save some money if you come in buying through our website. So right at the bottom of the video, you can see SportsBoxBreaks.com on the graphic. That's our website. The exact same breaks are sold on our website that are sold on eBay. You're never going to pay shipping if you're in the domestic U.S. if you buy from our website, and more times than not, we're $1 to $2 cheaper per team spot. So let's say you pick up a $35 team, right? So you're going to be $2 cheaper right from the jump, just on the pricing that we change up. Casino cards, yeah, I know. You're going to be $1 to $2 cheaper just on the price of the team, and you're going to be $3.50 per team cheaper on the on the no shipping part of it if you're in the domestic U.S. So that's $5.50. I mean, over the course of a lot of stuff you pick up, you got a redemption coming up right there. Redemption right there. But $5.50 on a $35 card, I mean, that's, what, 15% or something difference? So, what I'm getting at is we get a lot of our breakers, new breakers that is, from eBay because it's a huge market over there. A lot of guys looking for breaks and a lot of guys looking for sports cards, but eventually we do try to transition everyone over to our website where we can offer better pricing, and it's just a win-win. So if you want to continue breaking with us, I highly suggest coming in on our website going forward after you originally buy in maybe on eBay for the first time, but then come in through the website from that point forward. Again, fully up to you guys. If for some reason you love buying on eBay, then by all means go for it. You have this Piscotti Fallout there. All right, guys. Redemption right there. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have in front of it. We have a Seager from the Mariners, Kyle Seager, and here is the redemption. Redemption is, drumroll, Allen and Ginter mini framed auto. So another mini framed auto of Noah Syndergaard. So the Mets, very nice. Noah Syndergaard. Who's got them Mets? That is Raymond V. Raymond V. There you go, buddy. Congrats to you, Raymond. A little Syndergaard, Allen and Ginter mini framed auto for you. Very nice. Let's keep it going, guys. Keeping it going. Got minis following. Let's take a smaller stack there. Any minis that fall out, I will show once I get through the stack here. What do we got? The Westinghouse Tower. Trees in India. All right, the minis that are coming flying out at me here. What do we got here? Jacob deGrom, Dylan Betances, and Bust a Move, the Irish Dance. Got some more fish, and hey, check it out. How about a little relic card of Chris Bryant? Sneaking up in here, Chris Bryant hit. So the Cubbies in this one belong to Josh. Hey, there you go, Josh. Getting a little Chris Bryant love. A genuine relic card of Mr. Chris Bryant. Booyah. So Chris Bryant showing up. Brooke Hogan again. William Shatner. The Battle of Long Island. This was the mini that fell out of there. Josh Donaldson. Another mini at the top here. Trying to keep these minis in a stack. The stack is looking to fall over on me like any second now. That mini is going to be shown in a bit. Check that out. Check that out. Bobby Bonilla. Rediscover Tops. I know there's a lot of those Garrett McNamara, Extreme Sports, Massachusetts, Life Chasing Giant Waves. Okay. Did not know who he was. The Biosphere. All right. And this is the mini that fell. It's another one of those book ones. Moby Dick. Moby Dick. Here comes the second half, guys. Second half right now. What a day. Dexter Fowler, mini. Kevin Kelly. Jason Stark. Some more fish. Oh, goodness. Justin Verlander. What we got here? Ben Smith, fittest man in the world, CrossFit Games. Okay. Habitat 67. All right. And here we go, guys. It is our next hit for the Boston Red Sox. Again, another memorabilia card. Boston Red Sox getting another one here. Very nice. Very nice. So the Red Sox picking up another one. Ozzie Smith. Rediscover Tops. Roberto Kelly. Some more fish. These are the minis that have been flying out at us. What do we got here? Oh, the Chilean Sailor Dude. Okay. And a Jeter right there. Jeter. Man, this stuff is brutal to get through. Stephen A. Smith. Battle of Guilford Courthouse? Is that what the heck it was? All right. Scottish Dude. Rediscovered Tops. Todd Jones. Statue of the Republic. World's Fair card. And last little bit here, a little Whitey Ford. Fish. Corey Bellamore. And Jay Glazier again. All right. These are the minis that fell out at us. Lorenzo Cain. And a Curtis Granderson. All right, guys, that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Holy God, it feels like it's about 24. Hey, who's complaining? One sec here, guys. Organize and base. Organize and base. All right, here we go. Next box. Guys, do make sure to hit that follow button if you're watching us on Breakers, if you're watching us on Twitch, if you're watching us on YouTube, hit subscribe. Hit subscribe and click that little bell symbol. There's like a little bell symbol next to the subscribe. That'll give you a little notification on your phone, a little push notice when we post new videos. So hit that little bell. Hey Hiller, what's up? Well, there's some stuff. Lots of stuff, man. Certainly not going to go back through it at the moment, but I will do a hit recap later on tonight. We're, what, 5? This is the 5th out of 12 boxes, and it's just such a tough product to get through. But there's some pretty good stuff. You know, we're working through it. I think the guys in the chat will be your... Steve A., what do you say? Any good autos? Any of the guys hanging out in the chat wanna chime in there and give Hiller a rundown? I'll tell you what, when you're doing these live breaks, sometimes, guys, you're in tunnel vision to get through it, and you're not even paying attention and taking like a mental inventory of what you're tearing through as you're going. So the guys in the chat might actually give you some insight on that. But guys, you do get all cards pulled for your team. This is a product that is not just autos, obviously. You know, this is a product that's a little bit more than just the autos to kind of take note of. But you do get it all. You get all cards. All the non-baseball stuff. Again, I'm saying this for the benefit of those showing up late. All the non-baseball stuff. Yeah, the double rip card. All the non-baseball stuff is sold as a 31st spot in the break. So that goes to one owner who actually did pay for the rights to all of the non-baseball stuff. We did pull a Judge, an Aaron Judge auto in Optic break number 2 just before this one. So hey, let's see if we can make it times 2. So Aaron Judge auto was pulled already tonight in Optic Baseball. Guys, Optic Baseball got like a flood of interest at the last minute. All of a sudden, you know, we put that stuff up there. We were allocated a certain amount of cases of it, and there wasn't a bunch of interest. And then, boom, all of a sudden, the interest level just went through the roof on it. So, crazy as that is. Let's see. Let's get those minis to fall out now. Right? Okay, here we go, guys. Again, I'm looking for just the hits, really. So, again, this falls into the non-baseball stuff, and that is going to go to one owner. Jeremy did buy all the non-baseball stuff in this. Looking for the hits. Looking for anything with numbering on it. Lee Mazzilli. Is that how I'm saying it? Rediscovered Tops. Crazy George. Those 3 minis that were hanging out there. We got a Brian McCann. All right, let's keep going here, guys. Those minis just flop right out at you, man. Here we go. Next hit coming up in a second here. Battle of Lexington in front of it. And here it is. It's a Tanaka mini framed relic piece here. There's a player in Optic with no team listed. Random team. Interesting. We did not sell a standalone team on that stuff, so if we come across anything like that, we'd have to random it across all 30 teams. Tanaka, relic card, mini framed relic card of Tanaka for the Yanks. So that's our first hit there. Ken Rosenthal. Player in Optic with no team. What the heck? Surgeon Dude. Okay. That's so bizarre looking. It's the Surgeon Dude. And the other mini is Mark Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Danny Duffy. on the baseball side with that many. Fish. All right, our next hit coming up right here, guys. Speaking of Benintendi, here it is. Benintendi relic card for the Boston Red Sox. A little Benintendi relic for the Bo Sox. There we go. Boston Red Sox picking some love up there. The Battle of Princeton. Yeah, we'll see. Once we get through this one. I mean, we still have about another day and a half before we actually crack through the last 6 boxes here. But yeah, please do, Steve. If you have it handy, by all means. A little Brooke Hogan. Oh, man. This stuff is brutal. A little Cleveland Indians, David Justice, rediscover tops. Oh, the Eiffel Tower from the World's Fair of 1889. All right, second half right here. Keeping it going, guys. Keeping it going. Dansby. Jeff Bagwell. I'm putting Jeff Bagwell in the wrong stack. Jay Glazier. I love to, some of these random guys that show up in here like Nick Jonas and stuff like that, I'd love to hear what their like agent's pitch is. Hey, I can get you $5K by putting you in this Topps card set. What do you think? Yes. Like so random. So random. Nick Jonas. Like the same thing with William Shatner. Like, how does William Shatner rate to be in a card set, right? A baseball card set. But, oh, the telephone. And here we go, guys. How about a little Carlos Correa? A little Carlos Correa relic here. Houston Astros. Very nice. Popping up out of nowhere. We're busy going through. Oh, we actually pulled him in the last one. Because you know what he is? He's the San Diego Chicken. We pulled an auto of him in the San Diego Chicken. And that is a Carlos Correa, though, as I'm talking about it. We pulled him, and I just assumed, and I mean, it would be, and that's going to be the same thing because it is the San Diego Chicken is on the front of the card. Yes, sir, San Diego would get that card because it's like clearly shows the San Diego team logo and the San Diego Chicken and stuff on the front of the card. So, you know, we did not sell a 31st spot in that break. San Diego was San Diego. Big Wave Surfer. Yeah, we pulled an auto of him near the very end of the last break. Oh man. All right, let's keep it going here, guys. Keeping it going here. We are in this for we got to be over 1 hour now, and we're not even halfway through, right? Yeah, we did. We pulled that guy. Three minis there. Boom, boom, and boom. I think we got another constellation coming up here. We got another constellation, maybe? I think we do. Got to Matt Traynor for the Marlins. Rediscover Tops. Lifesaver Parachute Jump. Okay. World's Fair. And here it is. Name your constellation before I flip the card. What is it? What is it? I certainly don't know. That is the Scorpius, which is ironic because I am a Scorpio in November. So that would be the constellation that would, yeah, so weird. Such random stuff. And the fact that they glow in the dark is just ridiculous. Some more fish and fishing lures. Okay. Trees in India. Okay, there too. All right, guys, that does it for that box. Keeping it going here, guys. Keeping it going. Bear with me for a second while I organize up the base. The Philly Fanatic. I don't know. Fred Bird. Is that the Fanatic's actual name? I can't say that I know names of the team mascots. In fact, I had no idea who that guy was until I flipped the card over. No idea who he was until I flipped that card. I'm like, oh, the San Diego Chicken. All right, here we go. This now is just going to put us at the halfway mark. Holy moly. Okay, here we go. The Philly Fanatic. There's another topper. All right, there is the empty. Whew. Okay, guys, after I finish this one, I know we have optic number 1 coming up next. I need a solid 10 minutes between breaks. I know it's going to be super late on the East Coast by the time we get to that one, but yeah, going to need a couple minutes after this break. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. Keeping it going. I guarantee, Steve, that we're going to have emails from guys tomorrow or after they watch the break, the optic break, number 2 on YouTube, saying that we should have randomed that San Diego Chicken card, even though it clearly says San Diego on it. Guarantee we'll have emails to that effect. All right, there's that. Sure. That's the way it goes. Or, on the flip side, you know, I'm not even gonna go down that path. I'm just gonna kind of take the high road and not say my thought process on that. On the flip side of that, I'll just say this. There are guys that will get a hit and still look for the extra value because, you know, They want to take as much as they can get, if you will. No offense to anybody. I understand it's a hobby and a reselling situation and so on and so forth. But, you know, fair is fair. The guy that bought San Diego, obviously, you know, should be getting the San Diego card. All right, here we go, guys. The minis are falling. Minis are falling. Kirby Smart. What do we got? The Battle of Princeton again. Yep, you got all the base. All the base, all the time. The U.S. National Park Service. And, you know, we're, a lot of breakers out there do not take the time to actually do the base, and especially in a product like this. So, you know, please keep that in mind, guys. We do that. It's a massive amount of cost involved in shipping. Massive. Each package is like $6. So if you think about this, and again, I'm not complaining or anything, but like, you know, think about this. If you're spending $50 on a break, even at the highest profit margins, you're only probably about 12% profit margin. So what's 12% of $50? $5, not even $6. So think about it. You know, guys are not getting rich on doing these breaks. The only guys that are making big money doing these breaks are the guys that are breaking like 15 things a night or something like that, or 10 things a night. All right, guys, next hit coming up. Next hit coming up is an Adam Jones Baltimore Orioles relic card. So Adam Jones for the Orioles. All base as an extra spot in a break. So basically what? All base for the entire case? They sell it as like a 31st spot? Is that... The thing with us is, you know, we started by always sending all base. So we really don't want to change our formula now. Egyptian Sultan Dude. Rediscover Topps. He looks a little bit like Eazy-E. A little bit like Eazy-E. Oop, I'm knocking my camera off kilter here. Crazy George. Guys, thanks for hanging out, keeping me company here while we go through the marathon that is Allen and Ginter. Definitely knew we weren't going to get through this one quickly, and it just is what it is. There's a lot to go through this stuff. Minis and non-baseball and box toppers and fish. Just a whole lot going on. The Giant Panda. Love his express restaurants. They're so good. That Mongolian beef, amazing. Lifesaver parachute again. Ty Cobb. Check out the eyes on Ty Cobb in that picture. He looks like he's got lasers coming out of those eyes. Check it out, another Rediscover Topps. A little throwback action there, Bruce Sutter. All right, second stack is now. Guys, guess what? This is going to put us at the halfway mark. What? Yep, halfway. I know it's tough to believe. We're picking the pace up a little bit now, though. We are picking the pace up a bit now. Because I'm just focusing on some of the stuff that we need to focus on, which is kind of what we should have been doing all along. Here's the 2 minis that fell. There he is, MySpace Tom, one more time. MySpace Tom. Boom. And here we go. It's hit time. Here comes the hit right behind the Space Needle. What is it? It's another Cubbies hit. Cubbies getting one here with a little Rizzo action. Anthony Rizzo, Chicago Cubs, mini framed relic card with pinstripe. So Rizzo for the Cubs. Another constellation. Is that a dipper? What is that? The Little Bear. Ursa Minor. Little Bear. Jenkins. Fish. Here's the Benintendi mini that fell out of there. Tim Anderson. Harriet Tubman. The Battle of Lexington. And here comes the hit, guys. The hit is Michael Fulmer. Michael Fulmer for the Tigers with a relic card here. Genuine relic card featuring memorabilia of Michael Fulmer, Allen, and Ginter. All right, we keep going. Another mini. What book is it? What book? The Prince. Okay. A mini that fell out of there. Adam Duvall. Keeping it going here, guys. Keeping it going. Long day today, guys. Long day. I have been at it with SBB stuff since about 9 in the morning, my time. It's 8 p.m. my time now, so that's 11 hours with at least a couple more hours to go. Pilot dude. Long day. Wanted to get all those shipments out from last week and then had the live session tonight. Another throwback here. Rediscovered Tops. Pendulum Clock. Got 2 minis, mini falling out. Encarnacion and George Brett. Whew. Some Fish action, some Nick Jonas action, and a Luke Weaver. And the mini that fell out here was Renato Nunez. All right, guys, that does it for that box. We are officially halfway through. Holy cow. Halfway in. Is there light at the end of this tunnel? I don't know. Give me just a second. Got to organize up all this base. It's getting a little nuts. One sec, guys. One sec. Nick Jonas, huh? All right. Keep bearing with me, guys. I'm just organizing cards. Okay, here we go. Second half is now. And that is it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes going from the top down. Thanks for hanging out. Empty. Oh my goodness, this one was a beast. Any good Red Sox? I'm seeing your message over there, James Jr. Honestly, my friend, everything's blending at this point, so I apologize that I can't give you a better recap verbally other than what you're watching here, but this is just a difficult break to get through and try to recap. So I'll do a hit recap later on tonight or maybe first thing in the morning because it's going to be super late by the time I finish up. After this break, we have Optic break number 1 sold out and ready to go. So Optic break number 1's coming up next. So the hit recaps might be coming at you tomorrow morning. Okay, there's 1/2 of it. 1/2. Here comes the second half. Guys, if you're watching us for the first time, if you're just kind of browsing and checking out what we have going on here, this is Allen and Ginter baseball break number 1 right now. We are breaking more of this, so if you didn't get a chance to jump into this one, Allen and Ginter break number 2 is filling on our website. So just click on the link being posted in the chat. You'll jump over to our site, grab an account. It is free. You could pick up teams in the Allen and Ginter case or any of our cases using your PayPal account or even just regular credit card. So that is applicable to all of our stuff. So if you're thinking about joining our breaks, we'd love to have you. Jump on in. Let's see if we can pull an autographed MySpace Tom. An autographed MySpace Tom Anderson. That would be silly. There's an inside joke there with Jason, the other half of SPB, with MySpace Tom. That would be amazing if we could pull an auto. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Starting us off, Mark McGwire. Got a mini of Ian Kinsler there. And again, guys, you get all cards pulled for your team. So if I'm passing something off a little too fast or what have you, you're going to get it. Our first hit out of this one is a John Lester for the Cubbies. A little memorabilia card here. John Lester, Chicago Cubs coming at us again. Cubs doing good. So the Cubs get another one there. And again, everything non-baseball related goes to one owner, which did purchase all the non-baseball stuff. We got another rip card coming up, guys. Another rip card. And it looks like it's a good one. Check it out. It's a Sandy Koufax rip card. Check that out. 10 of 60. That is a cool card. 10 out of 60. For the Dodgers, inside this card will be a red mini autograph card, or an exclusive mini parallel, or an exclusive mini wood parallel, or an exclusive mini metal parallel, or a one-of-a-kind sketch card. Very cool. And again, guys, it's not up to us to rip this stuff. We used to get a little bit of flack from some guys that didn't really quite understand how this goes. They think we should be ripping this stuff on camera before we ship it out. No dice on that one. We send it off to the owner of the card. In this case, it would be the owner of the Dodgers would be getting this card. And if they wanted to rip that card, they can go ahead and do so. Very cool. Sandy Koufax rip card. So that's our second rip card out of this one. The first one is a double rip card. Yeah, we had guys battling us in emails like a few years ago when we were doing Allen and Ginter saying that we should take it upon ourselves to rip the card because there could be another team inside of that card which could be their team. So, yeah, no, we don't do that. Battle of the Chesapeake. Yo, JT, what's up, buddy? Oh, should I show you? You got a little something. You got a little something from it. You got a little guy named Aaron Judge. I just let the cat out of the bag, didn't I? Just let the cat out of the bag. Not a numbered auto, but an auto nonetheless of Aaron Judge. You did get one, my friend. Bust a Move Belly Dance. Bear with me while I organize this stuff. It's getting a little crazy. What a day, Paul Goldschmidt. Fish. World's Dudes, the American football dude. Oh, him. That guy. Love him. Whoa. Fish again. We got the Henry David Thoreau Walden. The Paris Locks. Okay. The Battle of Lexington. Okay there. Jeremy, we have the second optic case, break number 1. It's sold out, and actually that's going to be coming up next. It's going to be a late one here. But the second optic case actually is here in my possession, and I'm going to be breaking it as soon as I finish this Allen and Ginter. It's going to take a while because we just hit the halfway mark on this Allen and Ginter. It's just such a tough product to crack. Double rip card, and the breaker opened it and it had 2 mini cards in there for 2 different teams. Yeah, Jeremy, I mean, the guy, I thought the guy was crazy, but I guess other breakers do it that way, but we've never advertised that we're going to crack open a rip card to see, the ultimate final team that lives inside of that card. The team on the face of the card, as far as we're concerned, is the owner of that card. Whether it's up to your discretion if you want to crack that card open and see if you get better value for what's inside of it, then hey, go for it. But not for us to decide. We are not going to crack open rip cards. But again, I guess other breakers do that, and maybe some of these guys have been involved in breaks where other breakers did crack open the rip card. But yeah, that's not the way we do it. It's like, oh, my team might be inside of that card, so therefore you should crack open that rip card for the small chance that my team could be inside of there. Nope. Got a little fishing lure. Here we go. Our next hit is coming up here. Our next hit is a Carlos Gonzalez for the Colorado Rockies. Allen and Ginter relic. So the Colorado Rockies on the board, getting in on it. Very nice. Very nice. But they did that, Jeremy. They actually, another breaker took it upon themselves to crack open the rip card. And do they advertise it that way? Like if a rip card is pulled, we will take it upon ourselves to open that rip card to see what the final team on the inside is. So, Jeremy, I wanted to point out one thing to you. So, I know you have all the non-baseball stuff. So, this is, if you're an old school internet guy, you're going to recognize this dude here, which is ridiculous. It is Tom Anderson, which is one of the founders of MySpace. If you remember MySpace back in the day, pre-Facebook, if you had a MySpace profile, your first friend automatically got added to you as Tom Anderson, this guy with that picture. The reason that's funny to me is because, don't admit this to Jason. Well, do admit it to Jason because it's kind of funny. Battle of Princeton. But Jason and his wife originally were introduced through MySpace back in like 2006, maybe, something around there. Back when MySpace was like in its height. The artist dude. So, yeah, MySpace Tom. For their wedding a couple years ago, I actually had a professional picture done of the two of them in this like really nice photograph that they had, and I had it professionally done in like an 8x10, the Centennial Exposition, Philadelphia. And in a little tiny bottom of the frame, I took a picture of MySpace Tom and I put it in. I'll have to find it and I'll actually send it to you. It was pretty funny. And I put in like this really nice script writing, you know, something like, who would have thought this guy could have introduced two great people, or something like that. I can't remember what the actual wording was that I put in there, but it was MySpace Tom. And I had it done professionally and had it put in like one of the silver frames and that kind of stuff. Actually came out really nice, but it was just pretty ridiculous. So there's a little inside joke there of MySpace Tom with Jason and his wife. Who is this guy? Oh, that's that billiard guy again. Professional pool player. Fish. I don't think we've had any non-baseball hit yet. Jeremy, no non-baseball hit yet. All right, guys, bear with me. Just organizing up the base. We have 5 boxes left. We are more than halfway through. More than halfway. If you can even believe that. Yes, it's true. Okay, next box. Coming at us. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. Here we go. Next, saltwater taffy box. Don't they look like saltwater taffy? They look like I just picked this up at the beach. Saltwater taffy coming our way. Boom. I'm going to do all the toppers in one shot, guys. I'm building up a stack here, so all the toppers I'm going to crack open in one shot at the end of everything. So, okay. Next one. Guys, there's more stuff filling up. It's not going to go off tonight, but I am filling up Pantheon football. I'm filling up the brand new Grand Reserve basketball. 35% off that stuff with NBA 3.5. $10% off Pantheon football. That was just added to the Pantheon football today. It was not set up with the 10% off coupon until earlier today, but it is now 10% off Pantheon football. Looking to get movement on that one. Looking to get movement. Looking to break it. I'll be back again live on Sunday. So if you guys want to fill some of that Pantheon football, I will be. I'll be live on Sunday looking to crack it open. One half. an itch. Come on, pack. Now the packs are fighting me. All right, there it is. Here we go, here we go. Let's start on the right. Any of those minis that fall out, I'll just do them all after we finish up the stack, that is. Solar generator. Looks like a satellite dish to me. Pujols. Bust a move, the Bavarian polka dance. Jeremy, you're gonna wanna hold on to this one. Step 1. Step forward with left foot. Got some fish. All right, guys, here we go. Next hit coming up. It's going to be the Cubbies again. Cubs are killing it. Here we go. Cubs are killing it. Another relic card here. Chicago Cubs. Hitting it again. Cubbies. Another time. Andy Katz. Oh, we got some jockey action here. Gary Stevens, horse racing jockey. And the minis that were falling out here, we got a Shipley and a Reggie Jackson. All right, let's keep going on this right side, right stack. Got a Zookeeper dude. Zookeeper dude. The Paris Locks again. Diesel engine. McGuire. Two minis that fell out were Johnny Bench and a Mookie Betts. Alfaro mini. What a day. All right, guys, halfway through this one, here comes the second half. 4 boxes still left to crack open. This isn't even a marathon. This is more like an Ironman to get through this one. This is definitely more like an Ironman. Priceline negotiator. What do we got here? Little Andre Dawson. Rediscovered Tops 1987. The Sunsphere. Here comes our next hit. It's mini. Is it an auto? It's an auto. And it is. It's our first non-baseball. World's Fair, Knoxville. Brian Dozier. So here it is, guys, and it's numbered 2. It's a 21 of 25. 21 of 25 framed mini auto of Ken Rosenthal, sports writer. So it's a non-MLB team designation, of course, so it does go to the non-baseball, even though it's technically in the baseball realm. It's just non-baseball in the fact that it's not MLB associated. So Jeremy picking that one up. Got some minis dropping out here. I'll show you them as we go. Lester, Bradley Jr., Santana. Loved him with that Rob Thomas. Smooth. That wasn't him. Garrett McNamara. Big Wave Surfer. Oh, the facsimile machine. And here comes our next hit, guys. It is a Tyler Glasnow. Pittsburgh Pirates on the board. Pittsburgh Pirates. Getting a little love here. A little memorabilia card for the Pirates. High school football coach Kevin Kelly. How does he work his way in? Battle of Quebec. Minis that have been fallen, Pedroia and a Longoria. And last little bit here from this one, 4 boxes still left to crack. Plus all the toppers. Jason Stark. Tom Kelly. Minnesota Twins little manager card. Oh, what is that? Like, are these fish? I assume they're different ones, right? The walleye and the spinner. So fish and lures. Okay. Ben Smith, CrossFit athlete. And we got these as they're falling. Check this guy out. Check this guy out. Magicians and Illusionists. Check out that crazy mustache. That's actually, you know what's funny is like the hipster crowd is now wearing those kind of mustaches again. Like, how does that happen? But it does. What do we got here? Violin Dude. Violin Dude. All right, guys. Next box in just a second. Okay, here we go. 4 boxes left. Wow, how are we only 2/3 of the way through? But we are. I have a full garbage going on here. There's so many packs and so many boxes and everything. I literally have a full garbage off to the side from just 2 of these so far. I'll have to clear that out before we get into Optic. There's an empty. All right, here we go. Guys, thanks for hanging out. This is probably going to take the better part from start to finish. I don't know how the video is going to shake out, but I bet it's going to be pushing 3 hours. There's no easy way to get through this stuff, at least not for me. I'm sure other breakers can blaze through it in 40 minutes, but they're not showing you anything when they do it that way. They're showing you nothing. Here we go, second half. Allen and Ginter. Glad you come around once a year, my friend. Anything beyond that, too many cards. Printing plates, rip cards, book cards. Let's see if we can do some book card action. Let's see if we can pull a book. There it is. I am going to start right here. Schwarber, Cobb, Minnie's Fallen. That Minnie that fell. Oh, it's the conductor dude. It's the conductor dude. Westinghouse Tower. Andy Katz. Sage Steel. Keeping it going here, guys. Scotty. Nick Jonas. 2 back-to-back non-baseballs there. Got a Martinez mini. Statue of the Republic. Whitey Ford sing the blues. Crazy George. All right. The Giant Panda. Looking for some hits, guys. Look, and there it is. Check that craziness out. Is that a piece of tie? What is that? Looks like it's a piece of necktie. Battle of Bunker Hill directly in front of it. And then we pull a hit for the non-baseball. Andy Katz, basketball analyst. Genuine relic card. Andy Katz. Definitely looks like a piece of necktie. Like a funky patterned necktie going on there. Bust a Move the Hula Dance. In case you were wondering how to bust a move hula style. That'll teach you. Rosenthal. Battle of Long Island. Jenkins. What time do we got? 11:30 on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast, so it's only 8:30 my time. But if you guys are involved in Don Russ Optic #1, you're definitely going to be pulling a late shift if you want to watch it go off live, and I appreciate that. All right, our next hit is for the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves with the Freddie Freeman relic. Freddie Freeman relic for the Braves. Oh, it's the Fisherman dude. Fisherman and the fish. The Heart of Darkness. We are hitting a wall, guys. Hitting a wall. Doing our best. Habitat 67. 3 boxes still to go after this one, plus the toppers to crack open. Can we do it? Then another full case to crack open of Optic. Optic wasn't bad, though. Optic we got through pretty quickly. Relative to this, that is. So Optic I can work with. Now they're going upside down? Is that what they're doing? They're flipping us upside down here? What do we got? The World Champions. The World Champions. So that's different. Is that different? Lou Gehrig, the World Champions. Okay. And a Mark Trumbo. Are they all the World Champions? Okay. I guess I haven't looked. All right, guys, here comes our next one. Check it out. It's a bat relic. It's a bat relic of Bryce Harper. Got a little framed mini bat relic for the Washington Nats. Bryce Harper, nice little hit. Nice little hit. Not numbered, but still very nice little relic. Little bat piece going on there for Washington Nationals. Good stuff. And another constellation, Orion. Okay. And the last card is for the Seattle Mariners base card. All right, guys, 3 boxes left. 3 boxes left. 1 second while they organize up the base. 3 to go. Working with a lot of cards here, guys. A lot of cards. Okay. 3 boxes still to go. Oh, all right. Here we go. 3 boxes coming up. Here's the mini. Or mini. I can't even say the words right. That's a box topper. Empty box. All right, here we go. Guys, if you're involved in Optic number 1 and you just can't really hang out that late to watch it go off, it'll be on YouTube by the end of the night. So if you need to call it a night, that's fine. It'll be posted to YouTube by the end of our night, as it always is. I'm going to take about 10 minutes after this break just to catch my bearings, and then I'll crack open Don Russ Optic number 1. Hey, Ryan B, what's up, buddy? Ryan B's hanging out. You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar. Appreciate you hanging out, Ryan. This stuff is it's brutal. It's brutal to get through this Allen and Ginter. Every year when it comes up, I kind of do a sigh when I see it coming up on the calendar, because I'm like, here it comes again. It's got a lot of interest. I mean, guys go crazy for this stuff in the collecting world, but as far as doing it as a case break, for lack of a better word, it sucks. 3 hours on the front end just to crack it open. I would say probably 15 hours, like start to finish, sorting this stuff and the packing process and all that stuff. Probably at least 10 hours with one product. Oh, Ryan, this is the tail end of it now. This is the last 3 boxes. But after this one, Optic Baseball number 1 filled up and is going to be breaking next. But after Allen and Ginter finishes off, I'm going to take a little 10-minute break, and then I'll crack through Allen and Ginter. Then I'll crack through Optic Baseball break number 1. I think my jaw hurts a little bit from the amount of talking. On vacation in Florida. Very nice. Very nice. What part of Florida, Ryan? What part of Florida are you in? You doing the Orlando thing, or are you doing more of a beachy Florida? Miami? Key West? So many options down there. There we go. Let's start on the left. How about some Crazy George? What is Crazy George all about here? He's shimmering. So this is some type of, I don't know. Is that some type of variation of him? I don't know. Crazy George. You're on Sarasota. All right, cool, cool, cool. Super fan Crazy George. All right, let's keep going here. Guys, am I like seeing things? So here's a card that I pulled out of one of the previous ones, right? And I'm looking at like some of these, and I'm like, why do these all have like a shimmery? Is there like a special? Like, look at this Doolittle, the background, and look at this Canseco. It's flat, you know? So there's like, I don't know. You guys would know more than myself about some of these. It's like the whole box is like this, though. Like they're all... All right, Jules Verne, 20,000 Leagues. 20,000 Leagues. Now we have this mini here of Chris Davis for the Orioles. Yeah, this is definitely like the backgrounds in those picture frames are something different than some of the other ones that are flat. It's a foil hot box, Agent Smith. Is that what's going on? Foil hot box. Again, I apologize, guys. This is the first, obviously the first one we've broken. So this is, according to Agent Smith over on the breaker side, a foil hot box. So that's something new to me. Foil hot box, Battle of Long Island there. And our first hit, if you will, is a Gary Sanchez relic card for the Yanks. So Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. So a foil hot box, interesting. Then a Babe Ruth. Man, they keep like flipping the, like I do a baseball and then a non-baseball and then a mini, and then, you know, it keeps going. All right, let's keep going here. Foil hot box. Interesting. The World's Fair Biosphere. Jay Glazier mini. And check this out. Check this out. What are these even called? They're like a print on whatever, but that's numbered to 10 too. That's a 5 of 10. 5 of 10. Encarnacion for the Indians. And what are they even, like the print? Hot box foil. 1 of 1 gold border. Interesting. But check that out. Pretty cool card right here. 5 out of 10. And it's like printed on canvas or something right there, right? Cloth? I guess it is cloth. You can see definitely a cloth printed card there. Encarnacion for the Indians. Silk. There's so much craziness going on with this stuff, guys. 5 out of 10. It is the Indians. Congrats. That's awesome. Silk. That mini that fell out here. Let's keep it going. Oh, the World Dude's the secretary to the Sultan. Dude. Just in case you were wondering. Just in case you... Habitat 67. Battle of Bunker Hill. We got Constellation card of Cygnus. I don't know how you pronounce that. What a day. World's Fair Westinghouse Tower. Don't mind those minis that are flopping out of the stack here, guys. I'm showing them all as they... Clemens and a Travis. And here we go on the second stack from the foil hot box here. I see a little something something in there. I see hand numbering on that something something. Hand numbering on that. Let's see what we got. Mama. Brooke Hogan. Oh, the Statue of Liberty. Framed cloth card parallel. Derek Gibson, rediscover. All right, that hit's coming up very soon here. Ben Smith, the Priceline negotiator himself. I'm going to have to start sorting this stuff like tomorrow. Maybe I'll take like an hour a morning and sort it. I'm not live again until Sunday, and normally I would just not even touch anything SBB related on a Friday. But I might have to just hit this sorting for like an hour or so, maybe 2 hours tomorrow, just to crack through a bunch of it. What do we got here? Magicians and Illusionists. All right, guys, here comes that hit. Fish. Here it is, guys. It's a hand-numbered 1 of 10. Well, look who it is. Look who shows up. None other than the man, the myth, the Henry Owens. It's a 1 of 10 hand-numbered red ink. Mini auto of Henry Owens for Boston. The man signed his soul over to Topps months ago, and they have him on the hook for every card product ever. And there he is. 1 of 10, hand-numbered red ink auto, Henry Owens for Boston. I was a little more excited until I realized it was Henry Owens. Sorry, Henry Owens. Jay Glazier. Oh, the trees in India. Henry Owens. How about some fish? Mini that fell is McCutcheon. Pittsburgh. Guys, 2 boxes left after this. 2 boxes left after this one. Fish time. The non-baseball spot always gets hits, just no idea after. Yeah, they do. They always get hits. I remember last year doing Allen and Ginter and like shipping a huge package to whoever it was that picked it up, and like so many hits went to the non-baseball spot. But yeah, you're taking a bit of a gamble on whether or not those hits are going to be any value. But I mean, some of them are worth significant value. So. But at least you're guaranteeing almost all the time that there's going to be, or very much close to all the time, that there's going to be something. All right, guys, here goes a little something, something. Colorado Rockies coming at us with a little relic card here. A little Carlos Gonzalez for the Colorado Rockies. Allen and Ginter relic memorabilia card. Oh, it's the Polo Dude. Polo Dude. Just in case you were wondering. Nick Jonas again. All right, that does it for that box. The hot box foil, whatever it is. 2 boxes left here, guys. 2 boxes left. Oh, man, I'm going to need to like do some jumping jacks or something, get the blood flowing again once I finish this one. Man, oh man. I don't remember this stuff being as brutal in previous years. I don't know. And there's an empty. 2 to go. I'm trudging to the finish line. Trudging away through the finish line here. And don't think I fought with a bear. Dustin was asking before. He's like, "What'd you get in a massive fight with an animal or something?" No, my allergies have been so bad that I actually had like skin hives break out from allergies. I'm getting some of it right there too on the right hand. That's actually allergic reaction, like allergy stuff going on. I like just popping Zyrtec, like Tic Tacs. Crazy. What's funny is on the East Coast, my allergies would destroy me in about like late April, late April, something around there. Out here in Vegas, here it is, mid to late July, and the allergies are killing me now, which is so weird because it's a whole different time of year. But there's like no pollen. It's just dust or whatever. I ruined the stack right here. All right. Here we go. Guys, did I mention 2 boxes left? Holy God. Can we do it? Probably not doing a hit recap until the morning on this stuff, guys. It is just going to be too long of a night. Probably will be doing them in the morning, so look for the hit recaps tomorrow morning. There it is. One sec. I'm trying to do this so I don't flop all the cards all over the place. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. Monorail. Anybody remember that Simpsons episode that they did the whole like song montage with Monorail? I remember it. It was awesome. All right, where did I go? Start on the right? I think I did. And our first hit out of this side is none other than Buster Posey. Buster Posey, San Francisco Giants. A little memorabilia love here for the Giants. Definitely think that's the first time I've mentioned SF Giants in the hit mix. A relic of the Giant Panda. Not really. Just kidding. But that is the Giant Panda base card. Signed by the Giant Panda. Not really. Oh, it's the Polish Prince dude. He wore a raspberry beret. That's Prince the singer. Speaking of which, did you guys see another music tragedy? Another singer committed suicide. The dude who's the lead singer for Linkin Park. Was never a fan of Linkin Park, but that's really unfortunate. That's terrible. Saw that floating around the interwebs today. Paris Locks, the Statue of Liberty. Andrew Miller. Oh, man. Greg Bird. And what do we got here, guys? Interesting. Because this has the World Baseball logo on it. It's Team Puerto Rico. We did not sell anything World Baseball. So this would be Francisco Lindor. Let me see. Let me look at the checklist. This could require... let me see. So Team Puerto Rico. I mean, normally it's obvious, right? I know Francisco Lindor is Indians, but considering that this particular card has the World Baseball Classic logo on it, and nowhere on the card does it designate Cleveland Indians, you know, it falls into a weird situation. I'm gonna say. Just giving an in-the-moment decision, executive decision on this one, considering that it is Francisco Lindor, it would be Indians. But again, World Baseball Classic, it kind of falls into a weird subset because in the past, when there has been World Baseball Classic content in the card product, we have sold a spot specifically for World Baseball Classic, but this one, again, is a little bit of an oddball. So Francisco Lindor is an Indians player, and I'm going to make a decision in the moment that would be an Indians card. So case closed. We keep going. You know, we're going to bump into some weird stuff like that with this product. I mean, the non-baseball stuff is very clear because it's this kind of stuff. It's like magicians and illusionists and whatever else. But when it comes to stuff like that, which is actual baseball content, when it's World Baseball, it falls into a little bit of a... Cards are different in a good way. Nick, you're saying, yeah, Nick, this is a unique product. It only comes around once a year, Allen and Ginter. It's a very different kind of product than most of the baseball breaks. So if you're watching this and it's your first time watching a baseball break go off, this isn't typical. This is definitely very, very different than normal baseball breaks. You know, this is Allen and Ginter is a whole animal amongst itself, really. But it's a fun product. You know, it is. It's a fun product. You get stuff like this. Surrender of General, is it Burgoyne? And then you get this, which you're like, what the heck is that? Which I didn't even know. Steve over on the other side was saying that these constellation cards, if you show them in light and then take them into no light, they glow in the dark, which it's Constellation Perseus? So weird. So yeah, this product is definitely a whole other kind of thing. Normally they're just way, you know, straightforward, like, you know, that guy is New York Yankees, that guy is Boston Red Sox, but this one is different. World's Fair. Was never at a World's Fair. I think the World's Fair were still actually happening when I was a kid. I remember World's Fairs still going off in like the early 80s when I was like a kid. And I don't know what year they stopped doing those World's Fairs. But they were a big deal. I mean, heck, 100+ years, right? If you have any history on that stuff, they went around, you know, we're going on from the late 1800s or even mid 1800s all the way through, showcasing like all the top technology and whatever else of the day. Harriet Tubman. Oh, the Ferris wheel. Oh. Named after a guy named Ferris, if I'm not mistaken, right? He always, yeah, Gale Ferris Jr. George Washington, wait, what? Magnate George Washington Gale Ferris Jr. What? That's his full name? That's a crazy long name. Bust a Move, the Whirling Dervish Dance. I was wondering, really, how to do the Whirling Dervish Dance, and pretty glad that card came through. The X-Ray Machine. It's so tough to try in real time to keep the non-baseball stuff separated from the baseball stuff, so that when I'm sorting it, it's easier to do. I almost wonder if it makes more sense just to kind of bulk it all together and then worry about the sorting of it later. If it would go faster. All right. Got a little, I believe it's the non-baseball spot. Ben Smith CrossFit Athlete. Genuine relic card. So there we go. Another hit for the non-baseball. All right, all right. Last box right here, guys. Holy cow. Last box. Did I say last box? I did. And I mean it. I need a second, though, because I let all the base build up in a huge stack. And it's getting a little out of control, so I got to organize that first. Bear with me while I do that. Whew. Wow. What a break. What a break indeed. All right, guys, last box coming up. Ugh. Still got the toppers to crack through. Maybe we'll pull a nice autographed topper while we're at it. That'd be pretty cool. So there it is. That's the 12th one. That's the whole stack of box toppers right there. We'll see if we can pull something cool out of those. Those obviously go to the team or the non-baseball spot. If there's a non-baseball topper in there, that's going to go to the non-baseball. We'll see how it goes. All right, here we go, guys. Doing it. Last box. Good luck. Let's get some hitless teams on the board. Guys, Pantheon Football would love to see some more activity on that one. I know it's not going to go off tonight, but hey, if we can chip 3, 4, 5 more spots off of it for the next time, that will certainly be a positive move. So let's make that happen, shall we? This video is going to be so darn big that in and of itself might take a half an hour to upload, maybe even longer. All right, there's half. There is light at the end of this tunnel. What time do we got? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock here on the West Coast, which means that it's after midnight on the East Coast. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to be doing optic break number 1 coming up next. It's fully sold out. It's going to be cracked open. As soon as I finish this, I'm going to need about a 10-minute break in between this one and the next one, and then optic break number 1 will be coming up after that, and that will call it a night after that. 4,500 cards, give or take, across all 3 of those cases. Quite a bit of cards to look at. All right, there it is. Holy God, we did it. We unpacked all those packs. Let's start on the left. Good luck. Let's get some hitless teams up there. Let's do it. What's this guy? That's the machinist dude. The machinist dude. Mark Sullivan. Got a little Jeff Hoffman mini flying out at me there. Sage Steel. If that doesn't sound like a stage name, I don't know what does. Battle of Long Island. Got a little jockey action. Horse racing jockey. The Biosphere. Montreal, 1967. Professional pool player. Professional golfer. Professional fish. Professional MySpace. Fish action. Book action. On the Origin of Species, Charles Darwin. Controversial book. Even today, with a certain crowd. And here we go. It's hit time. It is hit time. It is Josh Donaldson relic card for the Toronto Blue Jays. So Josh Donaldson, Blue Jays, coming at us with the first one. All these minis flying all over the place. Let me see what we got here. Davis and a Quinn. All right. Here we go. Last stack, and then we got all the toppers to crack open. That's an auto. That's a mini auto coming up right there. Framed mini auto in just a couple of seconds. It's for the non-baseball. The Statue of the Republic World's Fair. Little Galarraga mini, and here comes the framed mini auto. Valerie Jenkins, not to be confused with Leroy Jenkins. If you guys know what I'm talking about with Leroy Jenkins, then you're internet wizards. Valerie Jenkins, disc golfer. All right. So little disc golfer Valerie Jenkins. They have the disc golfers in this stuff every year. Which, had it not been for this, I don't even know if I would know that that's a professional sport, the tango. Frolfer, or what do they call them? Guys, this is it right here. This is the whole shooting match right here. This is the whole shebang. The Paris Locks. Fish. And another non-baseball hit coming at us. Jackie Robinson mini in front of it. Another non-baseball hit right here. Little patch. I mean, what is it? Genuine relic card featuring memorabilia of Eric LeGrand. Football player. Eric LeGrand. See if there's anything else of note in here, if that's all of it, and then we'll look at the toppers. Check this out. World's Dudes, University Track Dude. That is quite the beard you got going on there, Mr. Dallas. Quite the beard indeed. Harriet Tubman again. Statue of Liberty. All right, guys, this is it. This is all the cards. Then the toppers, and that is it for this case, and thank goodness. Fish. That's it, guys. Okay, here we go. 12 toppers coming our way right now. 12 toppers. Got a Derek Jeter as our first. Derek Jeter. Very nice. Check it out. A little sepia tone filtering they're putting on these to make them look really old school and putting them just in front of some random scene. It's so weird. This whole product is just so strange. I wonder if internally at Topps they think like, well, how can we make this any more weird? I have an idea. Let's put Derek Jeter in front of an old fountain with sepia tone filtering. Corey Seager for the Dodgers. I spoke too soon. Because there's Corey Seager standing in front of a pond, apparently. So weird. But it's great. It's awesome. Cubbies, Anthony Rizzo. And, they just keep the backdrops coming. Cubbies, Anthony Rizzo. All right, what side is the open side? Giancarlo Stanton for the Marlins. And, let's keep it going. Stanton for the Marlins. Alex Bregman for the Astros. And there's that same scene. He and Jeter must have been hanging out that day because they look like they're in the same, in front of the same green screen scene there. All right. He and Jeter were hanging out. Syndergaard for the Mets. Another topper, and it is the Mets on that one. Chris Bryant, all the big names coming out. He just hit a homer outside of the fountains. Chris Bryant. What do we got here? Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper for the Nationals. On Golden Pond. Bryce Harper. All the big names. They did all the big names in these toppers. Dansby Swanson. Dansby just smashed open a piece of concrete with his baseball bat. He's looking down at, I think, and he just smashed something open he shouldn't have. A little formed concrete post. Mike Trout. Are you going to have an auto on any of these? That'd be awesome if I turn this over and we got a Mike Trout auto. No. Mike Trout, he's just standing there. He's like, what am I doing here? I'm in front of a green screen. What are you putting behind me? That's what we're putting behind you. All right, last two. Can we pull some ink on one of these? Can we do it? Gary Sanchez for the Yanks. Gary Sanchez, New York Yanks. And last topper right here. Let's do it. Let's pull some ink. It's a Stanton for the Marlins. And no ink, no ink. All right, guys, that does it for 2017 Allen and Ginter break number 1. I will do a hit recap probably tomorrow morning because it's just too darn late in addition to having one more break lined up after this. So that's all the toppers. They go to the respective team. Thanks again for getting this one filled up, guys. We appreciate it. There is one more case of Allen and Ginter on the site, break number 2, currently filling, and it'll be breaking early part of next week.